My people, I got to thinking again. I know you're going, oh no, you're thinking again. This is going to have to do with our stalkers. My husband has identified 2 vehicles, make, model, a few details beyond that. And I snapshotted the portion of the letter with the description, and I wanted to have it up on the screen, but I'll do that next time because I'm having connectivity issues again this morning, as you can see. And oh my goodness, barely got this much up, actually. No puzzle yet for me. See, all the puzzles didn't load. But see, just a second. I apologize for my disjointedness this morning in this. I had this on my mind when I was watching a little TV, drinking my first cup of coffee. It got on my mind. I didn't make it do that. Okay. Top of the morning to you. That's the kind of thing. Anyway, in this letter, he's calling it a hide-and-seek car. Alright, and this is the image I was going to put up, but his writing sometimes is kind of difficult to read. But I'll read this and then put the image in the next one, if it ever gets here because of the connectivity issues. The first one was parked across the street at our old downtown address, 208 South Washington, Sedalia, Missouri, 65301, which I remember as an Atkins cleaner company. And they were in and out of there quite often. They go do their jobs and come back and get more soap or exchange machines or punch a clock or whatever it was they did over there. I have no idea. Okay. He's calling it the Lawn Kimco. Light blue Ford Crown Victoria. The sun caught the mirror and flashed is what caught my eye. Second, the car was pulled up in tree line across from 208 before MO and 2nd Street. I don't know what that MO is. Because 2nd Street was north of us. Pardon me. Sip of coffee. Okay. Alright. Our house was the only house based in Washington across from the whatever company that was. We had the empty lot, which came with our property. That was both south of 2nd Street. And then next to our house was the alley and another empty lot. And then 3rd Street. So, but I don't know what he's talking about here. Maybe it's MD. Who's MD? I don't know. Anyway, brown Explorer with whip antenna probably watches MD. Glare from the windshield is what caught my eye. So, there are these 2 vehicles, and we'd been discussing this back and forth through snail mail for at least a month or so. Of course, our topics change. But that was before 93, he said in the second letter, which he does mention stalker. John can be sometimes a hard person to follow. Part of it's his training, part of it's I guess, his mental side of it. I don't know how else to say it. But I'm sure I'm the same way with a lot of people. They don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, when you're talking stuff like me and other people on the internet talk, you just kind of hope for the best. Well, I hope someone follows. I hope I don't come off totally like cracked or something, you know? So the thing was, I had brought up the possibility because codename Nita, his daughter from his first marriage to Rebecca, was kind of jangled in a way. But then again, it would surface that she was real sturdy and strong, you know, a strong person. Kind of backwards. Part of it was because of the upbringing with the commune. I'm not trying to slam her, I'm trying to describe her, but I treaded on eggshells where I thought I really should, and other times I just let it rip. Because part of the time I thought she was just really trying to play me. You know how kids can be. They want to play you. How far can I push? What can I get if I, you know, keep edging this away? Well, I had brought up because I really wasn't keeping track of the food. I just get it there after we got it, get it home, and then from there, I didn't police it. I didn't say, okay, I'm shutting this loaf of bread and there's 10 slices left. So that when I go back the next time, oh, there's 4 slices gone. Now there's 6. You know, I didn't. Maybe I should have. But I caught on one day. She had been getting up, and they were supposed to fix their own lunches. Because I said, no, we're not going to mess around with school craziness. Fix the lunches. And so her and her brother both, would get up in time to get ready for school and fix her lunch and go to she went to the bus stop. He didn't have to go to the bus stop. We were close enough to high school that he walked, but nobody saw her off, you know, nobody, for the most part. Maybe the first couple times, you know, to make sure she had this, that, and the other thing. But after a while, she was supplying sandwiches to other kids. And this kind of hacked me off. They come from there. They're a nonprofit. I'm not a nonprofit, okay? When we were supplying food for them, it was for them. And for us, of course, but she was basically robbing our food stash in order to be able to give some to other people. Well, we gave in other ways. When we were charitable, there's always different routes to take. You know this. Maybe she didn't know there were different routes to take to be a charitable person. Because I'm not against charity and helping people. I just think sometimes people take advantage of that. And I thought that's what she was doing. Plus, it made her come out like she's a giver, not a taker, okay? Which, in the end, we found out she's a taker. She was disguising herself with the sandwiches. I know that's coming off like, what, Veronica, are you talking about? Alright, I'm getting there. She had something to give, so in essence, that's kind of like a power. You know, it's something to exalt. It's her little way to lord over people. Here's a sandwich, you know. Wasn't $100 bill or anything, okay? Wasn't even one. Wasn't even pocket change. But I just thought it was dirty the way she did that. She didn't ask. She was taking 4 of them extra and said she was taking them up at the end to give them away. Because I guess what had caught on was people would have maybe a carton of milk left or a wrap thing of crackers or something, and they'd take it, and the teacher or the lunch person would say, is anybody interested in this here pack of crackers extra? You know, come get it. You know, that's the kind of thing I've got figured out, but who says that's right? Anyhow, I kind of scolded her. I'm like, Codename Nietzsche, you don't do that. You take food for yourself. That's what this food is brought into this house for, to feed us. If we want to feed other people, we will either go to a potluck or over to my mother's and take something, you know, to be contributive. You're not going to ruin my life. Well, she ended up doing that pretty much anyway. But I'm still trying to be nice, get it? I am trying. It may be killing me. Doesn't kill anybody to be nice. Get that out of your head. Alright? I wasn't ever really mean to her. But anyhow, these stalkers, I got to thinking, well, we'd go off so much, and there she was. Maybe she was bored. Maybe she did her little list of sweeping and tidying her room or running her laundry or finishing up the dishes, putting them away, whatever it was. And she's got this extra time on her hands, so she's hanging around on the front porch, right? Well, there are people running up and down this road quite a lot. At the time, that was one of the main routes from Lamey's, the Levi's factory. And at quitting time, man, that street would be so busy with traffic backed up at that stop sign. Okay? It was just a 2-way stop sign, but then they changed it to a 4-way stop sign. Because there'd been so many accidents there. There'd been at least 3 or 4 that I can remember. Okay, so, well, I'm bored, I'm hanging around on the porch. Maybe I'm sitting on the front steps. And here goes some people. Hey, you want a sandwich? I mean, you don't know what leads to one next thing, you know? Maybe she's offering them a sandwich, but deep down inside, you know, when I'm on my own, I'm going to be sitting on this step watching these people, and I'm going to be offering them something else. Come in my house and have a sandwich. For now, you know. And I'm not trying to be mean. This is what I was left with to try to figure out because I could get no answers. They did such a crappy job. And yeah, I mind having to tell them. I shouldn't have to tell them, hey, look, you effed up. And they shouldn't be defensive either. But that'll be the next video. If I can remember. You know, I try to remember these things, and hopefully that image will arrive in this email, which up here at the top you can see isn't even connected. And I can click try now, but it's not going to do anything, because see this down here? I have no parts of a signal, because on my MoFi box, I've got no 4G light lit up, and here I have no internet access with this yellow caution thing on there. So I need 2 parts of the signal for this to work. Except for these things like this and my jigsaws after I load them and the pieces are all up there, I'm fine.